So, what if I told you that everything you think you know about money, about debt, about character, is really just one tiny piece of a much, much bigger puzzle? Today, we're going to dive into a pretty radical philosophy from a Korean spiritual teaching that might just change your entire relationship with your wallet. Here's the game plan. We're going to walk through 5 big ideas. We'll start with what money says about us, then get into this idea of money as a sort of cosmic test. After that, we'll tackle some really shocking advice about debt, look at the unseen flow of wealth, and wrap it all up with a final lesson for you. All right, let's kick things off with something we've all probably thought about. This common belief that how people deal with money, especially other people's money, tells you a whole lot about who they really are. I mean, think about it. You've seen it, right? The friend you offer to treat to dinner who immediately orders the most expensive steak and lobster on the menu. Or maybe it's that colleague who's just a little too generous with the company credit card. These are the kinds of real-world situations where this whole philosophy begins. And this leads to the central question the teaching tries to answer. When you see that, is your gut instinct to back away and put some distance there? Is that the right move? Well, the answer this philosophy gives is probably not what you're expecting. To really get that answer, we have to understand the core idea of this teaching. It basically says we don't earn money in the way we think, through pure ambition or greed. Instead, money is given to us, and it's given to us for a very specific reason. And here's where it gets interesting, because this idea just flips the whole script. See, money isn't a reward for something you already did. No, it's an experiment to see what you're going to do. It's a tool that's been entrusted to you, and the universe is just watching to see if you can use it wisely, for the benefit of everyone. So how does this cosmic test actually work? Well, it's laid out in 4 pretty clear steps. First, some money finds its way to you. Second, the universe, or whatever you want to call it, watches what you do. If you use it well, to help society, to do good things, you prove you're trustworthy. And guess what? More resources start flowing your way. But if you misuse it, that tap just gets turned off. It's that simple. A clear cause and effect. I love this quote because it sums up the idea so well. It's like money isn't just paper or numbers on a screen. It's this living thing with its own intelligence. It knows where it needs to go and where it doesn't. And this one idea is going to prepare us for the most challenging part of this whole philosophy. Okay, now this is where things get really, really radical. What we're about to talk about might be the most counterintuitive and honestly kind of shocking piece of financial advice you will ever hear, and it all has to do with debt. I mean, we all learn this as kids, right? It's like the bedrock of financial responsibility, of trust, of being an honorable person. You borrow something, you give it back. End of story. It's not really up for debate. Or is it? And then this teaching just drops this bombshell. Yeah, let that one sink in. If you don't feel like repaying a debt, don't. My first reaction was just, what? How on earth could any responsible philosophy actually tell you to do that? Well, there's a much deeper logic going on here. Okay, let's unpack this, because this is not a get-out-of-jail-free card. The argument is that if you have this incredibly strong, gut-level feeling that you shouldn't repay a debt, there's some kind of cosmic reason behind it. But, and this is a huge but, that money will not help you. The teaching says that if you keep money you were supposed to repay, you'll just lose it some other way, and the act itself will end up hurting you. It's like the universe is just setting up a situation to teach a lesson, to you and the person who lent you the money. So this all leads to a much bigger picture. If all these financial events are really just cosmic lessons, then our role as the person watching from the sidelines, well, it changes completely. It's not our job to judge who's good with money and who's bad. The teaching uses this amazing metaphor. Money is the blood of the people. It's not yours. It's a societal life force. And using it correctly means helping that whole system stay healthy. So when you misuse it or hoard it, it's like you're creating a clot in the system. So what this means is when you see someone doing something you think is totally irresponsible with their money, this philosophy says you need to just step back. Our judgment doesn't matter because that person is just playing a role in some larger cosmic play that we can't see. Your job isn't to step in and fix it. The universe will handle the consequences, not you. And here's the really practical takeaway from all of this. Freaking out about your friend's spending habits or judging your neighbor's new car is just a complete waste of your energy. It pulls your focus away from what you're supposed to be doing, from your own test. The advice is simple. Let them be. You focus on you. Okay, so let's tie all of this together. What does this radical philosophy actually mean for you, for me, for our own lives? How can we actually apply this stuff? So here are the big ideas to hold on to. First, start seeing money as a tool, not something you own. Second, look at every single financial thing that happens to you, good or bad, as a lesson. This teaching even says that losing money is just part of your study. It's like paying tuition for an important life lesson. And finally, the golden rule. Keep your eyes on your own paper. And that really just leaves us with one last powerful question to think about. If every dollar that comes in and out of your life is a study tool, a way for the universe to teach you something about who you are and your place in the world, what is your money teaching you right now?